Hey up troops, A Littleton here again with another video, and we're here today to talk about this thing. This is an Aruni Gate, which is now disabled for 30 seconds, or can reactivate it by shooting the top of this window frame, but more on that later and how it works. Aruni is underrated in my opinion at the minute, but there's a reason why she's not played as much. The introduction of a certain attacker a good few seasons ago now, especially with attacker repick, has made Aruni's pick rate drop down. However, I still think she has a place, and she's still super strong with the way the game's played at the minute, with utility flying all over the place. So in this video, we'll go through some information on how the gadget works, some counters, and some things you can do with it. Then we'll get into some site setups in custom games, showing you where you can use Aruni. And then we'll get into some in-game examples where I'm using the setups that I show you in the site setup section in-game to prove to you that they work. And hopefully you go, bloody hell, Andy, that's a great shout. I'm going to start playing more Aruni. Thank you very much. I'm going to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. That's the plan. That's enough waffling. Let's get stuck into it. So just before we get into the setups and examples, a quick rundown on Aruni and what she does. She gets access to 3 of these things. They're called Surya Gates. And they're essentially a laser gate that'll stop anything physical coming through. So any throwables or attackers themselves won't be able to come through that gate without burning the gate first. We'll come on to that in a second. They can be placed on doors. They can be placed on reinforced walls. They can be placed on soft walls. They can be picked back up once you put them down. And they can also be put on hatches. And if I nip out here, you'll see that. Be careful when you put them on hatches. A lot of ceilings will be too high to reach them to bring them back down. This one isn't too bad. I think we'll be able to pick this one back up. So yeah, it works exactly the same on a hatch. I saw somewhere someone said it's useless putting them on hatches. I couldn't disagree more. I think hatches is one of the better uses of them. Now, oh, let me just get that back off. No, pick that back up, please, Aruni. Thank you. So how the Surya Gate works, if an enemy walks through it, they'll take damage. If a friendly player walks towards them, they'll disengage as we walk through and then reactivate when you're the other side. Now, obviously, this can give you position away. If you're holding an angle on this door and there's a Surya Gate there and you're holding from here, the enemy will know that the Surya Gate's not currently active, therefore they'll know that you're in the way. Now, how the enemy burns these is by throwing something at the Surya Gate, and if I just grab hold of the sledge here quickly, I'm going to throw a grenade at the Surya Gate. That burns the gate. Now, this is going to remain like this and make this noise for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, this will open up. The gate won't automatically reactivate, but after this, it'll open up, and we can shoot it once, and it'll reactivate the gate. Now, this is the same with anything physical you throw through the gate. Flashbangs, frag grenades, smoke grenades, zero cameras. Anything physical that an attacker can throw, it will burn the gate. On that same subject, defenders can burn their own Surya Gates accidentally as well. If a smoke was to throw a smoke grenade at it, if you were to throw an impact grenade at it, it would also burn the Surya Gate. And as you can see, after 30 seconds, we get this, which we can shoot. That reactivates the gate, and the defender would have to... I keep saying defender. The attacker would have to throw something at it again. A drone works as well. Basically, anything physical you can fire at this laser gate will burn the gate. Alternatively, the defender... I've said defender again. If I say defender one more time when I mean attacker, I'm going to give £10 to charity. The attacker can walk through the gate, and that costs 30 HP to walk through. So attackers don't have to throw something at the gate to burn it. Works exactly the same. This is going to be disabled for 30 seconds until we turn it back on. But the attacker, I nearly said it, the attacker has lost 30 HP. So it is a risk going through there. 30 HP for a 1 speed is, what, just under 25, just over 25%, under 25% of the health. For a 3 speed, it's going to be bang on 25, just over 25% of the health. It's quick maths. Once again, we can reactivate it. There's no limit on how many times they can be reactivated, and they'll never automatically reconnect. Now, there are some cool interactions. I'll jump over to Brava on the attack to show you. Cheers, Sledge. So one of the main reasons we've seen Aruni fall out of favor, in my opinion, is the introduction of a certain character. Enter stage left, Brava. Now, Brava can hack these Aruni gates, and they work pretty much the same, just the opposite way around. So what I'll do is I'll throw the Brava drone down now with Brava. Clutch drone. I'll hack the gate, and you'll see it'll turn a different color. It sort of deactivates and then reactivates into red. So this is now going to work exactly the same way as it did for the attackers. But now for me, as a defender, it's going to do the same thing. So I can't go through it anymore. It doesn't disengage for me. If I was to go through this, I'd lose 30 HP. Brava, on the other hand, as she approaches it, it will now disable and walk through. So it basically works exactly the opposite way. Now, again, I'll walk through and show you the effects of that. Why HP is currently 125. We go through down to 95, so 30 HP loss for me. Works exactly the same way. After 30 seconds, an attacker could re-engage this by shooting here. Defender could also re-engage it as well, but you wouldn't re-engage a hacked Bravo Gate, a hacked Surya Gate. The other thing I want to show you is a cool interaction you can do with a bulletproof camera. So, once we've reinforced this wall, it can only be done on one side of the reinforced wall, and it's the opposite side that you reinforce. So if you reinforce this side of the wall, the trick can only be done this side of the wall. But what you can do is punch out a section of the wall. You can put the bulletproof camera in that section, and then you can put the Aruni Gate over the top. And now any Ash charge, Gon 6, or Zephyr charge that tries to destroy this bulletproof camera is going to have to get rid of the Surya Gate first. The camera still looks exactly the same through the gate. You can still see a few of the lines, obviously, but it still looks pretty much exactly the same. You can fire your EMP through as you normally would. The attackers can't do anything about this until they burn the Surya Gate. Really, really solid camera because it's almost, you know, as an Ash, you're going to have to waste 2 Ash charges to get rid of this bulletproof camera. As a Gon 6 user, you know, Capitao, whoever it's going to be, you can't get rid of it because the Gon 6 will burn the gate. But then what are you going to use to get rid of the camera? You know, a Capitao is not a great example because you could fire a fire or smoke dart to burn the gate, then Gon 6 the camera. But you know what I'm getting at. You can't do it with just a Gon 6. And it's a pretty solid place as well, where in terms of it's safe from the sides. You can actually do it with 1 hole. If I do that there, pick this up, rather than putting 2 down, you can do it with 1. And now I've done that, I'm not going to be able to because the hole isn't going to be big enough. So let's try making it slightly bigger. And see if we can get that in there. I've definitely done this with 1 before, I don't believe it. Okay, maybe not a great example. Let's try and make it another little sort of half of 1. That's too big. It'll go in there now. Oh, mate, okay, hang on, we're learning something here. Is it because the reinforcement thing is in the way? Hang on, we're going to test this. I think the reinforcement pin must have been in the way. Let me do this wall, because then it'll be close for me to run around the other side. And we were live testing in the middle of a video here. I don't know if that's a good idea. It's probably quite unprofessional, but I think those reinforcement pins are in the way. So if I do 1 punch here on no reinforcement pin. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I was kind of right, but I didn't execute it very well. So now you can't even shoot that from the side without shooting out the wooden, like, sort of whatever's on the other side. I want to say plasterboard, but it's not. You know, the wooden panels on the other side. So yeah, you can put a bulletproof camera in a 1-punch Aruni hole, but you just got to make sure that there's none of... Hang on a minute. I can't have... There's none of these in the way. These pins were what was stopping the camera going down. So cool interaction with the bulletproof camera as well. Let's get into some setups and where Aruni's best played, but also some good examples as well. The first of 2 setups in Clubhouse that works incredibly well with Aruni. Down in basement, the first one goes on dirt door. Your bulletproof goes on these drawers here. You then want to put one on the kitchen hatch, but you want to put it on the side so it's easy enough to like reactivate if it gets deactivated. I'll rotate here quickly just so we can get around to main stairs faster. And then one on the bottom of main stairs as well. Now, the beauty of this setup is it's sort of a little bit dependent on what the attackers do. If the attackers make vert all over kitchen, you are going to have to move from where you are here. But the beauty of it is, from here, you can make a really tight one into that wall there. The reason we make it tight into the wall is so you can see down into Moto, but if someone was bottom main, they wouldn't see you here. But you could, if you wanted to, go prone and see their toes bottom main. Wait a minute, the door frame's somewhere. Hang on, let's go this side. You could see bottom main there. So... the beauty of this setup is you can get on this cam and you can see all your points of entry that you've got an Aruni Gate on. You can see bottom main there. You can see the kitchen hatch there. And you can see dirt tunnel there. So you can see all your points of entry. Plus you can see blue here that you've got to worry about as well. And from this one point here, you can cover all those points. Bottom main, dirt, kitchen hatch. This is a nice angle here for kitchen hatch, by the way. No one ever checks this corner. It works really, really well. Like I say, if the attackers open up the floor here, you are going to be in a bit of trouble. You're going to have to bail out, but that's why we have a cute little rotator here. We can peek to main stairs from here, or you can just bail out into church and play from here. Normally there'd be a rotator here. Bear with me. I'll make it quickly, and then you can make a rotate there, and then you can play the hatch drop from church as well, depending where they drop from. One more little nice angle that's good to do is a lot of people, a lot of Habana players will go upside down rappel to get the hatch open, especially when you're playing DMR. So I'm a little bit too far forward there. Come back a little bit. There we go. Especially when you're playing DMR, you can come to this angle here and you can hold the top of the window You can see that if they were to go upside down rappel. It's an absolute freebie from down here. And they do it a lot because they don't want to walk into here because they think they're going to get C4'd in freezer. It's a nice little angle to hold there. I really like this setup. It works incredibly well. Oh, one more angle I haven't shown you. Shoot out the boxes there. And then make an angle along here. And I never get this right first time, so excuse me if I don't. And then from here, there we go. Now you can hold into... You know there's normally a rotate on blue. So from here, you can hold the back. If I ping that for you, I'll show you where that is. You can hold the back of blue as well. So any enemies that come down here, all of a sudden, this angle, if they're playing the back of the air conditioning air generator, you can see them there now. Really nice angle. So the back of Armory there, you can cover like 5 or 6 different angles. It's really, really useful. Oh, one more angle whilst we're all friends and we're here. It's to jump on this box. Obviously, don't do this if there's someone dirt or if the hatch is open. But you can now hold bottom main from on top of this box as well. This DMR feels so powerful with no recoil. But there's literally so many angles from here. You can also open up the blue feet holes. You can also hold the blue feet holes from here as well. Like, it's literally the best anchor point ever. That's why, as an attacker, I've got to stop saying literally. As an attacker, that's why you definitely want to clear out the kitchen vert where you can, so nobody can play here, because it's so powerful being in this spot. So the second setup in Clubhouse is when you're actually playing gym and bedroom, but we're going to play over here in cache. We're going to shoot the radio, first of all. We're going to be playing in cache here. Now, the Aruni gates are going to go on CC window. Make sure you put it this side of the cache door. And then with the second one, the third one, you can either put it on the garage hop-in, or what I tend to like doing is put it here on the construction door. And yes, I know that's the wrong side of the door, but bear with me on that. The bulletproof, by the way, is also another little sneaky one here. We're just going to put it on the floor here. And from there now, we're going to be able to see, obviously, the construction window. We can see a bit of the head holes. We can see anyone that walks around into construction from cache. But you can also see across into bedroom and the gym rotate there, which can, if someone was to walk across there, you'd see them as well. Really useful little spot, and attackers never notice them on the floor. So the whole point of this setup is to make head holes along the cache wall. And now using the DMR, because obviously we can hold long angles with that. Let me just get rid of these boxes. From here, we can now hold onto the construction window, the master window, and the gym window, all from this one spot. I know I've shown this setup before with a few different operators, but the reason it's so good with Aruni is because you don't have to worry about this hop-in, this hop-in or this door until you get that massive sound command that someone's gone through it. The whole point of this Aruni gate is you play here as much as you can, and when you need to fall back, you can fall back to this door. If this single wall isn't open, this would normally be reinforced, obviously, as these walls would be as well. You come through this gate here, and you've got another layer of protection you can fall back on. Whenever you come through this door, though, you've just got to be super careful that this window's not being held. But also, don't forget, when you get to here, you're going to get held from CCTV. However, this can also work in your favor, because if there's no one on this window, or if this window's castled, you can now play here and hold a different angle into CCTV, perhaps even re-aggress into CCTV as well. Really, really solid operator for holding this area, because, like I say, the DMR is such long range and so powerful at range. I just said range twice. You know what I mean. So this is the Consulate Setup. First things first, shoot the radio. Right then, what we're going to do is defend the back of the site with the Aruni gates, but play the front of the site on the breach. So the way we're going to do that is put a Aruni gate here onto security, with a bit of barbed wire in the hallway, just to give us an early warning. And then also go all the way back here and put a gate on this back push here as well. Now there's an argument to say an enemy could come through here, which you're not wrong, but is that going to happen? Unlikely. You could reinforce it if you wanted to. Then you're going to go and get the hatch with an Aruni gate, and you want not there, sorry, I have to go through here. You want to get the Aruni gate on this part of the hatch, not here, and certainly not here. Reason for that is if it ever does get deactivated and you get an opportunity to reactivate it from where you're going to be playing, it's going to be easy enough to shoot and reactivate. And then you've got a spare bit of barbed wire. You can either put that down here as well outside here, so if someone does burn that Aruni gate, you then get a second bit of a notification by someone punching the barb. It's up to you where you put that second one. So all we're going to do is play this area here in the back of Cafe. Now from here, you see the rotate I've made here, and I've made head holes there, and then I've made head holes here, but also a little bit more of a hole there. This isn't a vaultable rotate, so you could use it for that if you wanted to. It's so you can hold the hatch on a nice little angle from the hatch. And what we'll do is we'll open the hatch just to show you the angle that you can hold. So you're going to play here to start the round, like holding yellow, holding the breach, depending what side of the breach they are. You can hold that from there. Obviously, then you can hold security, and then the back of sight if you want to. You can make the line of sight to walk down that corridor as well. It's a bit risky making this line of sight unless you're going to actively hold it, because what will end up happening is you're holding the breach from here like this, and then someone walks down there and gets an easy shot in your back. So you could even look at maybe putting that barbed wire further up that corridor, so no one could even get to this door without hitting that barbed wire, so you're aware of it. So from here, like I say, you're holding yellow, you're holding the breach, and if you need to, you can even hold the hatch with a nice little angle onto the hatch from here or here. Obviously, holding a hatch from here can be a bit dangerous, but remember, this is a soft wall here, right? So they can't be looking this way unless they open this wall with a breaching charge, which I recommend you do, by the way, if you're attacking, because you get an angle all the way through kitchen there. But what you need, you can hold it from here, like they're going to peek from this side or from this side. So you can get a nice little angle onto the hatch from there. And then again, further back, holding through those head holes. Now, one thing to bear in mind is this floor here is soft. And that's up in exhibition. So they may open that. If they do open that, like you'll see in the gameplay clip at the end of this video, if they do open that, it's not a problem. You just play further back. So the soft floor ends here. And the beams run that way. So as soon as you stand here, you can't be seen through the floor. And from here, you can still hold yellow. You can still hold the breach, both sides. So it's a really solid place to play. As you'll see in the gameplay clip, I think I ended up in a 1v4, and well, I'll let the clip play out and you can decide how it ended up. But in fact, whilst I'm here, I might as well just nip upstairs and just show you that attacking angle that you need to do. Well, I'm not in a rush. This is YouTube, do you know what I mean? Right. So what you want to do as an attacker is soft breach this with either buck or an ash charge or breaching charge or whatever. And then from there now, even over the reinforcements, you can hold a really nice angle through into the kitchen. Obviously with can I drop down there? So if you see that wall get open like this, obviously you can't play here anymore, but you can hold the angle here if they don't open this wall. Downstairs on bank now, and there's also a gameplay clip for this at the end of the video as well to show you playing this site. Quite simple really. An Aruni gate on here. And an Aruni gate on the hatch. Again, we go that side so we can get it from below. And an Aruni gate on this hatch. And again, we do it on the far side so we can reactivate it safely from here if we had to. I say safely. Your ankles could still be seen from the hatch if you were here, so you don't really want to be messing about here. Ideally, you want someone who's either in lockers who could get it, or someone who's a little bit further away. So the whole point of this is to play around this area here with the DMR, holding tight angles, like little pixel angles that you're not going to get pre-fired off. You know, something as tight as even that. You want to be using the muzzle brake on the DMR. Here's a nice little angle, by the way, under the monitor for anyone coming through dirt. I think in the gameplay clip I got a kill from underneath there as well. The whole point is to obviously watch that hatch, watch the door here, and just play around this area. It's dead simple. There's nothing snazzy to this. Bear in mind, the one for the hatch here is just so no one can drop. Because what happens is people prone drop this hatch. As soon as they drop, they go prone, and you're just here. Like, you don't know they're going to drop. So as soon as you hear this gate get broken, you've got to start thinking about somebody who's going to drop from this area here. Can be a bit tricky at times. In terms of barbed, you definitely want to have something in garage. And I would probably put something on the door here as well. Or even, could maybe even look at putting it there, because that would stop the default plant. The only problem is, if this is a thermite that opens this wall, that's probably going to get destroyed. So you could put it just inside here as well. One thing to think about as well, if you get pushed off here, if you get like capitowed off, or if you get grenaded from the hatch, or whatever happens where you get shifted off here, you can hold a long angle onto the default plant. You make head holes through here. And I never lined this up right first time. If I just ping the default plant area, which is right there, you can make head holes here as well. And from this little angle here, you can move that wall. You can deny the default plant from here. You know when people turn around and like back themselves into here? This does stop that from happening. Obviously, be careful of the hatch from here. But I'll show you the gameplay clip at the end as well. It works really well with a Aruni down in basement. So we're on Coastline here, around Penthouse and VIP, and I'm going to show you two setups that you can use for when you're defending hookah and billiards, like we are now, or if you're defending kitchen and service downstairs. So if you're defending hookah and billiards, this is a solid place to hold, because a lot of the time, the push is going to come from this side of the map. Sometimes it'll come from aqua, sometimes it'll come from hookah balk, sometimes it comes from this side. I like playing here. You can also hold a nice little angle onto what we call blacktop, which is the drop where people fall off the top of the roof here onto this like black top. They'll drop down there, then jump through this window. And with the DMR, you can hold a really nice long angle onto that. Anyone who jumps through that window. You can also stop, to an extent, you can stop any denial, you can deny any hard breach that comes onto this wall here. The only problem is don't go too far out of this door because you're going to have people that just camp this corner here watching this door the whole round. Into the setup, you want to reinforce the 2 VIP walls just there. Then you want to put a Surya Gate on the Hall of Fame door, a Surya Gate on the Hall of Fame to Penthouse door, and then a Surya Gate on the Hall of Fame to Where We Are door. Now, what that's going to do is stop anyone pushing through Hall of Fame without giving you the information. If they do push this through this gate, you can then fall off to here and hold from here. And if they're pushing around from the other side, they're going to miss this gate. They're going to hear this one go as well. You're going to know which one it is because you can see both from here. And a nice little rotate to have at times, potentially, depending on where they push from. It's just a teeny little rotate here. Now, because you've got... Hang on. Why can't we get through here? Because you've got the gate here, you don't want to let attackers just walk through here and then just get an angle on you through there. So you are going to have to be super conscious if you do have this rotate here. But this is mainly for the Hall of Fame door and for the kitchen, the bathroom hatch drop. So you can come from here and now all of a sudden you can peek the door from here instead. Or you can watch through here. Now you are going to have to make feet holes for the kitchen hatch. Why do I keep saying kitchen? For the bathroom hatch. And those feet holes just enable you to see the drop if anyone was to drop the hatch. And also when it comes to then going through the rotate and holding onto Hall of Fame door, you can see the one extra punch hole I made here. Just gives you a bit of an angle out onto the balcony out there. I forget how many rounds this DMR has in its mag. It's so many at 21. That's if you're defending hookah and billiards. Now, let's just swap this around slightly. If you're defending kitchen instead, you would put the Surya Gates there and hit on penthouse to, sorry, VIP out onto, I suppose you would call it like hookah corridor maybe. And then we want to take this one down and go and put this over on theatre. Stop anyone pushing in from theatre. Bear in mind, Castle does this arguably better because people can't see through Castle barricades. But Aruni still does a pretty decent job and comes with a DMR. You want to open the hatch and you want to open a line of sight along here. I've shown this setup a few times when playing as Legion and Castle. But it works really well as well with Aruni. Use your DMR to make the line of sight. And what you can see from here now, if I reload, conscious of ammo actually. Now we can see the service door and anyone walking in through service. We can go and do it. You still want the same rotate and you want to do the same thing for kitchen window, which is just here. Get an old kitchen window from above, and then you can also do kitchen door if you want to as well. That's the kitchen door there onto jungle or ivy, whatever you want to call it. That just means that if you're on the other side of the site, if you're through this way, you're going to know if anyone pushes in through here because of the gate, and vice versa. The gate that's over on theatre over there, you're going to know if that opens up. This is a nice angle to have, by the way, is make that angle. So if anyone pushes in through theatre, you're going to be able to hold that angle there. I also like making a hole in the wardrobe. If we just punch this out, because now you can hold on to VIP window from here. Like if they're in the top corner of VIP window, like a nice little pixel up there, or if they're bottom corner as well. Same there. Really solid place to hold for both sides. This is like a key part of the map, no matter any site you're defending, maybe apart from Blue Bar. It's not as important, but even when you're defending, obviously, penthouse and theatre on the other side, it's important as well. But 2 setups from one room with Aruni. I'm really I do this a lot with operators when I'm making videos. I start talking about them and I think, you know what, why do I play anyone but Aruni? And I start thinking they're like super strong, but I really do feel like Aruni has a place. It's just that Brava hat counter that's a real problem for her. So we're here on Oregon, and I'm going to talk about elbow. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I've never tried Aruni on elbow, but I was just thinking about sites where she'd be effective, and I don't see why this wouldn't work. So here's me thinking. We place the Aruni gate on the double door here. Now, we're not really going to be able to reactivate that ourselves, because if we just open this barricade quickly here, by the time you want to reactivate it here, you could be getting peeked from there, or a lot of people tend to sort of try and sneak up on this angle here and hold like super tight angles there. It's one thing I always recommend. If you ever watch me streams, you'll always see me get to here and pre-fire that angle. The amount of kills I get there, just pre-firing someone on the tightest angle there, it happens all the time. So place one gate there. The next gate I'm going to suggest you place is Hello? Is on laundry double. Here. Now, you know no one can come through blue without... When I say no one can come through, of course they can come through, but they can't come through without alerting you. So you can hold that from here. We can then hold laundry from here as well. And this is a common head glitch. I mean, I might as well show you. We're not in a rush. Another common head glitch is for people to walk down laundry, walk across here and sort of hold this angle there. And then hold into E-box or laundry small box. Not E-box, sorry. E-box is the other side. So being able to hold that from here is really tasty too. So you can hold that, you can hold that. Now we've made the head holes for freezer, and because we've got the DMR, we can hold a really long angle down to freezer. I'm going to fire some shots, and this is where the bottom of freezer stairs will be. Go on the cam, I'll show you. You can see there, the shots there. So now we can hold bottom freezer for here as well. Now I know what you're thinking. Andy, you've got a third gate in your pocket. I have. And because I've never tried this in game, I can't be brutally honest with you and tell you where I think it should go, but you've got two choices really. You can either put it on the freezer door, or you can put it on the hatch. Or, if you're playing a mirror on this wall, which is quite common, you could even put the Aruni gate in front of the mirror, which would then burn the ash charge to crack the mirror. So I think I would probably go get a hatch, and I would put it here, which means then you can be slightly further away from the hatch and reactivate it if it gets destroyed. But if you're playing elbow, you're probably going to want to hear that someone's dropped the hatch sooner than you're going to need to hear about freezer, because you got 4 other teammates, likely one playing in freezer or on freezer stairs, you'd think. So yeah, I think this could work really well, especially given you'd have to hold really tight angles on elbow here, because you're usually going to have someone swinging you around here like an ash with an R4C, and you're going to get caught short if you've got the DMR from here. Like, it's not going to be easy. But the long angles into laundry from here and onto freezer from here, and not forgetting the holes I've made for big tower stairs, I think this would actually work well with the Rooney. The only concern I've got is reactivating this once this gets deactivated or burnt. I suppose you could pre-fire there, and if no one's there, reactivate it and get away. Or you've got your mate who's playing an E-box, hopefully, who could maybe peek and reactivate it as well. I think it could work. I'm going to try it in a game, and I'll report back. Right, we're defending Consulate basements, and we're going to do a bit of an unconventional setup with Aruni here. We're going to make head holes, and all we're going to do is we're going to cover the front of the site, but we're going to use the Aruni gates on the back of the site, except the hatch. So we're going to use the hatch. I'm going to put it here on this side, because that'll mean that when it comes to resetting it, should it get deactivated, I can reset it from here. You know, I'm not trying to reach around here, or even like that side. I can do it from there. I'm going to make a hole slightly higher so I can hold an angle on the hatch. We're then going to put an Aruni gate on the back here. In fact, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to put an Aruni gate here. And here. That way, we'll know if they can, before they even get to this door, that one or this one will go. If we put it on this door, they can get all the way up to here without it going off. We need to rotate for security quickly. Feels like it takes so long with Aruni. Okay, head holes along here. When you play security, you would normally only put head holes on one side. But it doesn't look like anyone's playing security. So from here now, I can hold yellow. I can hold the breach from there, or from there. I can hold the hatch from here, if I make that a little bit bigger. Hold the hatch from here. Nice little tight angle on that. And then obviously we'll know if anyone comes around the back. Now the only place we're not going to know about is here. Which is why I think they're opening the hatch. Which is why we put Bob there. Someone's just died to a fuse charge. That is not ideal. So yeah, yellow from here, breach from here. That's a real worry. So now we can still do that, but I've just got to play it a little bit further back. Okay, that's the... I'm going to get a little bit of... Wait, where's the other Thunderbird juices? Thunderbird juice, please. Okay, I can still hold what I wanted to hold here. You can still see breach from there. Yellow stairs from here. Oh, did I just see someone in yellow stairs? No. And we can still hold the breach from here as well. We've just got to be careful from above. Shoot out that bit of wall and I'll be able to hold the angle better. We've got to listen for the people above. This round hasn't gone entirely the way we want it to so far. can still hold that guy from below. Someone just opened a hatch, opened an Aruni gate somewhere. I think it was a hatch. They're still directly above me here. I'm gonna have to peek this to see if I can get a kill now. I'm hoping the ace appears here. If he appears here, we're donezo. Oh no. Alright, here we go. Time to get going.
15 seconds left.
1.
10 seconds left.
There's one coming both sides there.
5 seconds left.
2. 3. 4! We get all 4, baby! Let's go! So we're defending upstairs on bank, one of my favourite sites to play Aruni. Make the head holes along here. Shoot the drone that comes in. Shoot the second drone that came in. Or am I... Did I see that? Reinforce this side. And we want to go and put gates down outside Jan door and on the rotate. Is this... This is not reinforced. I'll do this now quickly. And we'll nip over to Jan. And we're going to do the rotate. This wall. The rotate from this side though. And then the Jan door. Barbed wire here. Barbed wire on the door. And then some feet holes for stock. Which thankfully with the DMR we can do quite quickly. Right, we'll pop back in now. Make this a quick higher rotate. And you can make a head hole here as well. So now you can hold top square a little bit if anyone comes up the stairs. You can hold stock for anyone walking across and get rid of that plant pot. Wish you could get rid of this flag as well so you could see stock even better. You just saw somebody go in stock there. Bear in mind we've got that barbed wire there to know if someone's walking along from square, so someone might be peeking us back here. Which I've been targeted by Deimos. Depending where Deimos is, this is problematic. He's right underneath me, so I'm going to go on the solid floor here. I'm going to see if Deimos runs underneath me and tries to shoot me from below. Which I'm hoping he really does. Oh, this track. Oh, we got mute. We haven't got mute. Yeah, that's the end of that track. Just check top square quickly. Okay, they've just... Bear in mind, Deimos was just below, so it's very likely he comes up square stairs here. Can I see the Aruni gate? I've been targeted again. I'm just going to nip back over to the hard floor so I don't get shot through the floor. He's going to be underneath again. Exactly where he is there. Still, I mean, we could probably shoot him through the hatch here, to be honest with you. That's the end of that. Let's put this gate back online. Oh, he got hacked. Okay, let's not put the gate back online. Someone's outside Jan. Okay, we could actually swing out from top square here, because they won't know there's a rotate here.
Last stop standing.
He's coming into store. Could be going square. Is it Deimos who's still below, maybe? Might be Deimos who's still below here. Yeah, he's not out here.
15 seconds left.
Comes up main stairs, surely. Oh, I've just seen him. Oh, we nearly whiffed that, boys. I know we haven't done a great deal there. We've just got 1 kill, but it's still a great example. Oh, I'm so bad with DMRs watching that back. It's still a great example of how good that setup is. Like, hearing the different Aruni gates go off. The barbed wire at Jan, so you know you can walk out that way. It's still really good. But if I tell you what, we'll keep rolling, because we've got basement on bank as well, which is another really good side to defend. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my normal castle strat, but I'm going to do it upstairs with Aruni to show that you can do it with Aruni as well. So I need to dart upstairs. In fact, am I going to be able to do... I'm not going to be able to do this because the hatch is going to be pre-reinforced because it's quick play, isn't it? Hatch reinforced. Hatch reinforced. Okay, we can't play upstairs. I'll play around here instead. Can you put an Aruni gate on dirt? I feel like you can't. No, you can't. That is a shame. Okay. And we'll put one for garage.
10 seconds to insertion.
We'll put barbed wire for bottom main.
5 seconds and count.
We won't put barbed wire for the security door as well.
Op 4 is located a bomb. Get
And the
ready.
side hatch. put the side hatch there, so it's got any... Whenever you put your Aruni gate, you want to give yourself the best chance of being able to reactivate it. And in my opinion, that's going to be there, because generally most people are going to be like here. So they can reactivate it there rather than having to go around there. That's security rush. Use the monitor to peek underneath. It's a really nasty angle. Really nasty angle under the monitor. Oh, another one in there. Use the monitor again, I think. There's a... Are they opening... Not sure which wall they're opening here. Is it the hatch? I just heard an ace Salma go off somewhere. Oh, that's... I don't know what they're opening. Okay, they're opening that hatch. Alright, the Salma's there. Okay, let's shoot the monitor now so I can see behind the server rack. Alright, Aruni gate's still good there. Not anymore. That's incredible timing. How we missed ace there. Now we got to watch the hatch. Wait, how is Chanka not dead from the hatch? Alright, we tagged ace there. Sorry, did it? I think Doc tried to just heal me. We still got to watch garage. And we've got to watch the hatch drop, which is a nice angle from here, by the way. But for some reason, they've opened the hatch. And I'll let in... And I'll let into Chanka chill on the hatch. Now, Ace has just gone down to... still in server. He's just opened that breach there. And that's Ace there. Again, man, a Rooney DMR might be pretty fruity. There's 2 rounds on bank. Get it down, you. So defending meeting and kitchen then, and the setup should be fairly simple-ish. I'm going to play around the bottom of kitchen. Hopefully the rest of the team are going to play around the bottom of meeting, or top of meeting around stage area. Whatever you want to call that over there. Green, I don't know what people call it. So we want to Aruni gate these. Security, open that hatch to a quick get out. We'll go and help the boys by doing the split door here. Put it on the inside, obviously. You don't want to make it hard so they can reactivate the gate should it get deactivated. So grab one of these. I reckon what I'm going to do is go and play down towards small tower and then make my way back to site depending on how fruity things get down there. So try and kill a few drones, maybe get a pick down that way. Check for drones here. Can't see any. Hide down this way. Oh, one's in. There's a book down there still. Maybe one of there. That's book dead as well. Right, that's the job done down there now. Okay, one pushing green and meeting. That's the refrag there. And peek this. Walk up on this, I think. Door open? No. Drone somewhere. Where was that drone? Right there. Oh, that's my gate. Security gate, maybe? I reinforced that. Okay, security's fully reinforced, but there must be one in there. Oh no, okay, it was the one in... Is Rook going to peek that? Because if he isn't, I will. Rook, do you mind? Just going to check what's going this way. Small tower, anyone? I'm going to go and peek that from Z. Freezer, top white. Ooh, Valkyrie's in a prime position for this. Let's just walk up on it. Last one. Bomb freezer! No. Top white. No. I just did a Rooney gate go again. Maybe down green hole? No. Garage? No. Let's reactivate the gate, pal. Where is he? Let's walk up this way again. Door shut? Yeah, door shut. Stairs? No. Okay. No enemy. Who is it? Thatcher. Okay. This way. Garage. Thatcher, I'm putting this in a video, mate. He's there. He's bloody there. So there we have it. Aruni, what do you think? I think very, very good. Although, obviously, if the attackers pick Brava, it's tough. Now, you could have paired Aruni up. Sorry, I couldn't speak then. You could pair Aruni. I should probably re-record that bit, but I'm not going to. It's now 1:20 in the morning, and I really need to get this video finished because I'm out all day on a meeting when you're probably watching this. So, Anyway, I was going to say, we've really waffled on that. You could probably team Aruni up with Mute quite well to deny those Bravo drones from getting close to the gates to hack them, is what I was trying to say. Thank you, as always, for watching the video. I really appreciate everyone that gets involved with the channel. Don't forget the charm. Somehow I've got a charm in Siege. Is now available. All you've got to do is subscribe on Twitch or use Twitch Prime on my Twitch channel. Same name as YouTube, twitch.tv/A-Littleton. And you get the charm for life. You've only got to sub once and you get it forever. Obviously, continue the sub if you want. Don't you worry about that. But as always, there's other links below if you want to support. PayPal, Patreon, all the other good stuff. I need to put more time into Patreon because there's people that subscribe to it and you don't really get much for it other than just supporting me, which isn't great. I want to give something back. So I've got some work to do on Patreon. But thank you as always for getting involved with the video. Even just commenting, liking, subscribing obviously helps, but even just watching it is immensely helpful. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Cheers.